After a month touring the UK, Iceland calls. We fly into Iceland's international airport at Keflavik, a US base till 2006, and transfer to the capital Reykjavik. Our hotel's on Laugavega, the main pedestrian mall in the old town. Haraldsgrímskirkja is Reykjavik's Lutheran parish church, completed in 1986 after 38 years' construction. It was designed to resemble Iceland's basalt lava flows, and at 73 metres is the largest church in the country. This statue of Leif Erikson, the first European to visit America, stands outside. It was a gift from the US to commemorate the 1000th anniversary of Iceland's parliament at Þingvellir in 930 AD. We pick up our rental car on a cold, wet and windy day and head east towards the Golden Circle. Þingvallavatn is the largest natural lake in Iceland. From the stone piles, there must be many trolls here. We are in Þingvellir National Park, Iceland's most important historical site. It's here Iceland's parliament, Alþingi, was founded in 930 AD. The geyser thermal area has been active for about 10,000 years, and eruptions are related to earthquake activity. Gullfoss, or Golden Falls, are in a 2.5 kilometre canyon on the Vítor River. The falls drop 32 metres over 2 tiers at an average rate in summer of 140 cubic metres a second. It's blowing such a gale here today, it's hard to stand and it's absolutely freezing. The Kareth Crater Lake is one of several in this area. Scientists believe it was a cone volcano which erupted about 3,000 years ago, emptying its magma reserve. The cone then collapsed into the empty magma chamber. The Selja Landsfoss waterfall drops 60 metres over the cliffs of the former coastline. Eyjafjallajökull is the fourth largest ice cap in Iceland and covers the caldera of a 1,600-metre volcano, one of a chain of volcanoes. The 2010 eruptions caused substantial disruption to air traffic across Europe and forced the evacuation of about 500 local people. Ash fields from the volcanic eruptions are now being recolonised by swathes of blue lupins. Vík is the southernmost village in Iceland. If today is typical, we're not surprised that it gets an annual rainfall of 90 inches. The Dirralay promontory is known for its rock arch, black sand beaches, and nesting areas for seabirds, notably puffins. But the weather is so appalling we can barely stand against the driving wind and rain, and there's not a puffin in sight. Glacial arms from the Vatnajökull icefield are close to the ring road here at Skaftafelli. Jökulsárlón is a glacial lake at the head of the Breitha-Merkur-Jökull Glacier in Vatnajökull National Park. It now covers about 18 square kilometres and has quadrupled in size since the 1970s as the glacier retreats. lake we get great views of the Vatnajökull ice cap, which rises to 900 metres. We've left Iceland's dramatic south coast and are heading northeast on the plateau of the Vatnajökull National Park. We detour from the ring road to Dettifoss, said to be the most powerful waterfall in Europe. Situated on a river flowing from the Vatnajökull glacier, the falls are 100 metres wide and drop 45 metres, with an average flow of 193 cubic metres per second. The geothermal area at Krafla has been the source of energy used by the 60 megawatt Leerboten power station since 1977. It supplies energy for most of the surrounding area. Viti Mar, the crater of hell, formed in 1724 following a steam eruption. At the foot of Mount Namafjall are the bubbling mud pools and sulphuric landscape of Verir. we stay at the unique Vogefjords Cowshed Cafe and Guest House. The hot water for our shower, complete with its distinctive sulphur smell, comes direct by huge pipes from the Leobolten power station. The cowshed with its glass windows adjoins the cafe, which serves their own farm fresh produce. Verfjordel is a tephra or tuff ring volcano near Mývatn, which erupted about 2,500 years ago. It's about 1 kilometre in diameter and 140 metres deep. The Dimmelborgia area near Mývatn is a massive collapsed lava tube dating from an eruption about 2,300 years ago. The Icelandic name means dark cities or forts. Vapour escaped from the lava lake through chimneys which hardened and became the towers and gates. The area is said to be the home of the Yule Lads. The Yule Lads from Icelandic folklore are the local version of Santa Claus. The 13 boys, sons of the trolls Grilla and Lepalúthi, come to the town one by one on the 13 nights before Christmas, visiting each child, leaving gifts or rotting potatoes depending on the child's behaviour. These pseudo-craters and islets around Mývatn Lake were formed by steam explosions when burning lava met the lakes and wetlands. The 30-metre wide Gothafoss, or Waterfall of the Gods, drops 12 metres over two main falls on the Skjolfandafjord River, which has dug this canyon through a 7,000-year-old lava field. As a symbol of Iceland's conversion to Christianity in the year 1000, the lawmaker Thorgeir threw statues of the Norse gods into this waterfall. The Icelandic horse is a small, sturdy breed, averaging 14 hands with excellent endurance. They have double coats for insulation and characteristic varied colouring. As well as the typical gaits of walk, trot, canter or gallop, Icelandic horses also have a 4-beat ambling gait, the tölt, known for its acceleration and speed, and the skeith or flying pace, with some horses reaching up to 48 kilometres an hour. The old building of the Akureyri Junior College, one of the oldest educational establishments in Iceland, dates from 1904. The Lutheran church, symbol of Akureyri, was consecrated in 1940. This is the town centre of Akureyri, Iceland's second largest town, nicknamed Capital of the North. Situated on an ice-free harbour, it's been an important fishing port. Much of the town is heated geothermally. Akureyri's concert hall. Iceland's most northerly town, Siglufjorður, is a small fishing port. It's about 40 kilometres south of the Arctic Circle. The northern tip of the Tröllaskagi Peninsula. We overnight at the H264 guest house at the head of Skagafjord. Tungavær is Europe's most powerful hot spring, providing 180 litres per second of 100-degree hot water. The pipeline to the towns of Borgarnes and Akranes provides most of the water for central heating, and the water is still 78 to 80 degrees when it reaches Akranes 64 kilometres away. Rather than taking the 5.7 kilometre Hafjorður tunnel under the fjord, we elect to take the long way round via the head of the fjord as we make our way back to Reykjavik. Unveiled on Reykjavik's birthday in August 1990, Jon Arnarsson's sculpture of the Sun Voyager is a dreamboat, an ode to the sun, signifying the promise of undiscovered territory, a dream of hope, progress and freedom. Harpa is Reykjavik's concert hall and conference centre.